This King Noble Black Supremacy. And with this particular video, I want to talk about Eminem and the rap that he did, or poetry that he did on BET, where he was really blasting Trump. I had to speak on that. And what I want to say is, Massa, you done a great job, Massa. You done used your white privilege to go against Trump. You use white privilege to go against the same thing that you going against, white privilege. You done a great job. You done outdone us niggas with your white privilege. Cause that's how you took over hip hop and culturally appropriated. You a culture bender, Massa, a very good one. And now you use your white privilege to speak truth against power. Against the power that gave you the truth to speak. You done such a great job, Massa. We really like it. You got us coons just smiling and buck dancing and bucking. We just love it, Massa. You now is more nigga than we are. You a real nigga, Massa. Cause you had a freedom. You had a freedom to be a nigga, Massa. See, we get the whooping of a nigga. We get the lashings, the beating, the police brutality, all the negative shit of being a nigga. Well, old Massa Eminem, Marshall Masters, you get the reward for being a nigga. You get praise for being a nigga. And you the greatest nigga of the century. Not only is you the greatest MC and the greatest rapper and the king of hip hop, you was also the greatest nigga that the world has ever seen. We were just so happy, man. We couldn't stop smiling and jiggling when we saw that middle video you did and you came out against Massa. So I'm just so happy, man, to see that you's a real nigga. You know you ain't got to go through shit. And white privilege gives you the opportunity to say that shit that you said. You still is a real nigga, man. And even though you ended all that shit saying we support the United States military imperialism, we support our international race soldiers that we call the United States military. Even though you support that and you honor our flag, you just don't like Trump. You just don't like the bold expression of white supremacy. You like the systematic expression of white supremacy. Cause that's how you got your job. That's how you rock a white supremacy. That's why you the rapper. The greatest rapper can just go steal people culture. That's white supremacy too, Master. But we ain't gonna even deal with that. Cause we like that little song that you did. That little song and dance you did. You did just good as us niggas like Elvis Presley. And the rest of them culture bandits. You was just so nice, Master. You invented rap. See, that's what really we don't understand. You the one that made up rap. You came up with this shit, Master. You came up with everything. Columbus discovered rap, motherfucker. But see, this is the problem, though. This is the problem I have. They don't like Donald Trump because he is bold. And he speaks the truth. And I personally think that Donald Trump is more honest than most. I would say he's less racist than he is honest. He's more honest than he is racist. And most white people are more racist than they are honest. So you could be racist in America as long as you're not honest about it. Because that hurts other people's feelings. It just doesn't look good. You can be racist as long as you're not honest. But you can't be honest in America, even if you really have some racist feelings. All white people in America that support the system of white supremacy, which is essentially and fundamentally evil and demonic, are white supremacists, are racist, because the system itself has locked in their inheritance through bloodshed and pillage and destruction and robbery of other people's civilizations, wealth, resources, and culture, land. So there's no white person in America that is benefiting in any way from this country that is not a white supremacist and that's not a white racist for keeping it going. If they not turning into Sally Jones, who just got bombed in Syria, the British ISIS member, if they haven't flipped the Sally Jones to go against this country, then they support white supremacy. They're eating off of it. And now you got crackers like Eminem, who's actually not just eating off this country, that's now even coming in and eating off your plate. So he already had his own. Now he's coming in and want a little bit more spicy plate. He wanted a little more chicken and collard greens and corn on his plate. So he got his plate and he's sitting at the head of the table with your plate. And you rappers like Snoop Dogg and you rappers like Rick Ross are nothing but coons. And you know that it ain't about the truth that he said against Trump. It is about his privilege to say the truth. And that if you was a black rapper and you said these same things that Trump said, I mean, if you said the same things that Eminem said, like Snoop Dogg did, that you would immediately go under fire and immediately go under attack if you went to this extent. And then they got to ask, would BET allow a black rapper to go against Trump and say these types of things against him, against their president? Would BET allow it to happen? Now, and is Marshall Lindsay or Eminem, is he going to go under investigation by the Secret Service for being a threat? Is he going to go under investigation by Homeland Security and the DOJ to be a threat against Homeland Security? Is he? Does Trump feel threatened by this white terrorist rhetoric that Eminem is espousing? They don't feel threatened by white people. It's okay. White people can do whatever they want and they won't be looked at as terrorists, domestic terrorists, or homegrown threats. They can shoot up 58 people in a casino and injure 515. And we will question, well, why did they did it? It couldn't have been terrorism. What made him do this? Let's find the motive. And they'll never find the motive. The mad white man is a part of America. America is composed of the angry white man. It's acceptable. Even if he puts on blackface. Even if it's a minstrel show. Even if he's angry while pretending to be black. Even if he's a wigger. The same thing Eminem is against at the fundamental and essential level of his career. He is doing the same thing. He is worse than Trump. He is worse than Donald Trump. Because he's infiltrated our culture, stole it, and then exalted himself within it. Conquered hip hop, conquered rap, have become the new face of hip hop and rap. And now he's using that seat as a propagandist. He's using that as a propaganda seat. And he talked all this anti-Trump stuff. But in the end, he said, we love our soldiers and we love our flag. We still love white supremacy. We just don't like his style of it. Fuck your flag, bitch. So this was not some true radical speech. This was a white privileged dog and pony show. This was a white privilege exhibition. White people still have freedom of speech, freedom of guns, all their amendments still intact. This is King Noble Black Supremacy. Join my website, www.kingnobleuncensored.com. Donate and don't hate.